Content marketing strategy. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to outline the steps needed to create a content strategy, describe the importance of various parts of a content marketing plan, including personas, brand story, listening, and measurement, choose the right channels that will complement your content, and prioritize and plan content ideas around your company's biggest opportunities. Content strategy versus content marketing strategy. There is a difference between content strategy and content marketing. Where content strategy focuses on the actual content, content marketing focuses on the outcome. Content strategy is about the management and creation of the media, the tools you are using, the resources you have available, what are the types of content you will be creating. Where content marketing is all about the customer. Who are you targeting with the content? How well do you know this person? And most important of all, what is the expected business outcome? Are you creating and sharing content to build brand awareness, or are you aiming to increase revenue? More generic content marketing questions are how it fits within your overall digital marketing strategy. What does your content calendar look like? And also, by sharing your content, are you exposed to risk in any way? Does your content work for every market? Content creation framework. A good way to start putting together your content marketing strategy is by creating your content marketing framework. It enables you to map out the required content along the customer buying journey, while considering the impact it has on your online presence, your social media, your website, and your sales. Between these two areas, the customer journey and your overall digital marketing approach, you have the three types of content you need to focus on: link content, conversion content, and authority content. Link content is content that drives traffic from the internet and from your social media to your website. This is content that is created with the goal of attracting quality backlinks for SEO purposes. Conversion content is content that drives web visitors to the next stage in the buying cycle through call to actions or CTAs. This is the content that is created with the goal to convince prospects that they should buy from you. Authority content drives web visitors to sales through call to actions and drives repeat traffic to your website. This is content that is created to build a community of people that trust you and see you as the expert in your field. This is a useful structure to organize your content, and it keeps your focus on the customer needs and the impact on your overall digital marketing objectives. Each type of content has different requirements. Link content needs to be high quality and often based on research, so other websites can refer to it. It's all geared towards generating high quality backlinks to your website, which Google sees as very important for your search ranking. Make this content fail-proof, repurpose it, and promote it like crazy. Conversion content is based on helping the customer to go through the buying cycle. This will only work if you understand what they need and that your content clearly articulates that you can help them solve their problem. But on top of that, it is vital in this stage that your content gives them the option to move to the next stage through very clear and compelling call to actions. And authority content is a logical follow-up from your link content. It is content that confirms you are an expert in your field. It helps you to build trust, as long as you are truthful, transparent, and show integrity. And done continuously and consistently, it helps you to deepen the relationship with your prospects and your clients. Content marketing strategy. There are various steps in developing your content marketing strategy. The obvious thing, of course, is to start with setting your objectives. But additionally, you need to do a number of things. Create customer personas, create listening outposts, write your brand story, develop your channel strategy, create your content marketing playbook, measure your content marketing, and establish your content marketing ROI. Let's look at these elements of your content marketing strategy in a bit more detail. Customer personas. A vital step in your content marketing strategy is creating customer personas. This is a concept that comes from the user interface and design world. In a customer persona, you look at things like demographic characteristics like age and gender. But it is important to add to this what their pain points are. What is their affinity with technology? Where do they hang out online? And what are their interests and their hobbies? Once you completed your customer personas, print them out and put them on the wall in your office. And make sure you add them to your briefing document when you ask your agency to create a new campaign. HubSpot has a great free tool to create customer personas. By asking a set of questions, it will put it in a format for you that you can share and print. And you can tailor it to your own requirements and add your own sections. It includes things like education, social networks they use, preferred method of communication, tools they need to do their job, goals and objectives, challenges, and how they gain knowledge. Establish listening post. An important part of your content marketing strategy is to listen to what people are talking about online. You can find out what they think about your brand, the topics they talk about, and if there are any issues. It is also great to listen online to find good content you could share. You don't have to share just your own content. There's nothing wrong with sharing relevant content from others. Obviously, when I say listening online, I mean this in the widest sense. Watching videos, reading articles or blogs, looking at photos or infographics, or literally listening to podcasts. Here are a few tools you can use to listen. Feedly is a reader app on which you can listen to live RSS feeds. Google Alerts and TalkWalker are tools that will send you a notification for certain terms that you have set. You can use Google Trends to find out search trends for keywords. Your brand's story. The next thing you need to work out for your content marketing strategy is your brand story. What is your mission, your vision, your values? What is the story of your company, your CEO? Remember, people want to listen and share stories. When I search for IKEA on Google, you get an understanding of what I mean. Stories about the history of the company, the founder of the company, the way they work, the employees, what makes them unique. And the more twists, turns and uncertainties in these stories, the more people will love them. And it gets even better if you can show them how you overcame obstacles and bumps in the road. This will increase your credibility. A good example of this is Elon Musk from Tesla. He came from a very simple background but kept on following his beliefs, even when he was nearly bankrupt. He kept on going and look where he is now. An important element of defining your content marketing strategy is understanding of what kind of brand you are. The type of brand you are determines the type of social media you will get with your content. If you are a basic brand, you won't get many people to talk about you, let alone comment on your social media posts. You're just fulfilling a basic need. The only way these brands can get engagement on social media is to turn themselves into a funny brand. Like Blendtec blenders, who launched the Will It Blend campaign. If you are a functional brand, you will have customers who ask questions about how to use your product. You need to respond to that by offering content in which you answer their questions. Exciting brands don't have a problem to get social media engagement with their content. They have thousands of fans who love to talk about the brand. Harley-Davidson is a classic example. These brands need to keep on posting amazing content that become almost like collector items for their fans. Finally, vital brands are for the greater benefit of mankind. Greenpeace, World Wildlife Fund, UNICEF, they have no problem in getting engagement and discussions. But they should be very alert on what people are talking about and try to find influencers that can help them spread their cause. So think about this when you start putting your content marketing strategy together. It will guide you on the type of content and campaigns you should create and the types of calls to action you should set. Social channel strategy. Before you're going to decide on the type of content you're going to create, it makes sense to agree on the social media channels you are going to use. In the listening stage, you have learned on which channels your clients hang out. So now you're going to make sure you are there as well. You're going to synchronize the branding, the key messages, and the campaigns to grow your followers on these channels. You need to make sure you understand the latest features and trends on these social channels. It is also good to do a content gap analysis. What type of content do you already have for each channel and where are the gaps? So you know what type of content you need to create. Here is a useful template you can use for this. It shows you the channels, the structure, the tone of voice for each channel, and the desired action. The gaps will give you an indication of the work you need to do to make sure you have a coherent content marketing strategy. Content Marketing Playbook. So now you are in a position to decide on the type of content you're going to create. Here is a list structured by the 3 types of content we saw earlier: link, conversion, and authority content. Link content and authority content can be fairly similar. It's more on the promotion side where they differ. But the conversion content needs to be organized along the customer journey, from awareness to evaluation to purchase. We call this the Marketing Playbook. You need to create your own by selecting the right content for the right stage. Measuring content marketing efforts. You can measure the traffic you get through your content, you can measure the engagement you get, and you can measure the sentiments. Whether you are targeting consumers or businesses, the metrics are the same, but the priorities may differ. Today, lead generation is seen as the number 1 KPI when it comes to measuring the success of your content marketing, closely followed by traffic generation to your website. These metrics show how your content marketing efforts are succeeding, but you need to go a level deeper to discover what specific content, campaigns, channels, and efforts are most effective in driving value. And in the end, whether you are in B2C or B2B, it comes down to measuring the ROI of your content marketing. How much money did you earn from your content marketing in relation to the cost you incurred in creating and distributing it? The things that can improve your ROI are quality of your leads, sales, web traffic, engagement, SEO success, and brand exposure. And remember, improved ROI is not just based on more sales. It can also be based on lowering cost. Planning your content marketing strategy. Planning your content marketing strategy is very important. There are so many things you need to take into consideration. If you don't put some structure into this, you may lose control. It is best to create your content marketing process guide. In this guide, you specify how you create and manage your content, how you optimize and curate, how you listen and engage in conversations, and how you measure your content marketing. Besides this, there is the tactical stuff like roles and responsibilities. What are the style and writing guidelines? And similar, what are the guidelines for posting and publishing? And make sure you communicate the process guide to the relevant people in your organization. You may want to put a training together to the people who will work with this on a daily basis. A vital part of your process guide is the content marketing calendar. It's the calendar that contains your content production and publication schedule. There are many templates and tools for this on the internet. My favorite ones are Trello.com and Google Calendar. The most important part of it is that it is a collaborative tool, so you can schedule the calendar with your colleagues or with your client. You can give people viewing or editing access. You can use color codes for the different types of content or for the different channels. Becoming a content marketing company. To give you a framework on how to organize your content marketing strategy in your company, you can look at the Content Marketing Institute 4 business models for content marketing. They can be mapped in a quadrant with strategic importance on one axis and internal, external focus on the other. You're a player when your content marketing strategy is focused on supporting teams within the organization, like your product marketing or marketing communication teams. Most companies start their content marketing like this. It's seen as a contributor. You're a performer when your content marketing is seen as a center of excellence in your organization. It has an external focus where audience segmentation is key. It can be seen as a support function to other parts in the organization. You're a processor when you centralize certain content functions, but not the actual creation of it. Your corporate team may create the content campaigns with the corporate guidelines, where your local teams are responsible for local content creation to execute a campaign. And you're a platform when you approach your content marketing as a strategic business within your business. Often this is done on a corporate level, and this is separate from local content marketing initiatives. So you need to understand where you are today and have a vision of where you want to go. So here are the key takeaways from this lesson. Content strategy is the management of any tangible media, written, visual or audible, that you create and own. Content marketing is about creating and distributing valuable, relevant and consistent content to generate website traffic and new leads. The content creation framework consists of linked content, conversion content and authority content. It puts your content in the context of the customer journey. A customer persona is a semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer based on market research and real data about your existing customers. Stories are the currency of content marketing, and your story starts with your mission and your editorial statements. And content marketing ROI is how much revenue you gain from your content marketing in comparison to what you spend on creating and distributing your content.